Got you all on here. Little battle night. Energy still pretty high. The fight with the numbers. 9:37 East Coast. Eastern Standard anyway. Call Silicon Valley, baby. Customer line. Broker. Wanted some listing appointments during the holiday season when it's impossible to call real estate agents. So I uploaded the numbers on the first time. And man, I was on, boy. I ain't been that on in a long time. Energy level still probably pretty high. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to try this for about 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to go outside, re-crank up, and go for a good hour. Good hour, I get. Hello? Hello? Looking for James. Hey, James, quick question about your property. Might be able to help you. If I had a buyer at your price, would you want me to bring that buyer to you, James? I understand that you want an offer. I understand. Did you want an offer? Understood. So it was good for any time in the next, say, 90 days. Did you want an offer? Awesome. Didn't answer a straight question. I agree with him, told him understood. What was he getting at? He didn't want to be hammered about listing. Not there. Hello? Hello? Hi, I'm looking for Susan. Susan, quick question about your property. Susan on Holmes Avenue. Quick question, might be able to help you. If I had a buyer, your price, would you want me to bring that buyer to you? $1165 Holmes Avenue, Campbell, California. Gotta dial the right number. Sorry to bother you. I enjoy these calls, dude. I've always had fun doing real estate calls. Juice is wearing off a little too, man. Trying to juice, focus, fighting a cold. I didn't tell you he's launching anymore. Hi, I'm coming to property in Superior Drive. Might be able to help you. Quick question. If I had a buyer at your price, would you want me to bring that buyer to you? Hung up. No contact. Hi, I'm coming up to Cabello Street. Quick question, might be able to help you. If I had a buyer at your price, would you want me to bring that buyer to you? If I had a buyer at your price, would you want me to bring that buyer to you? I agree with you. Not interested. And what? Hi, I'm calling about property on Sandalwood Drive. Quick question, might be able to help you. If I had a buyer at your price, would you want me to bring that buyer to you? Awesome. So, is this your best number? Okay, and I got 945. Is that correct, or is? Okay. So, quick question. Okay, and this is what I call my gatekeeper question. So if I get a yes, I proceed. Anything but a yes, I live for another day. Sound fair? Okay. So it's a direct, straight question. I'd appreciate a yes or no answer coming back to me. So here's my question. Will you consider taking a fair market value offer? That wasn't a yes or no. You would? Okay. So next quick question. In the next 365 days, will you sell this home no matter what? That was a hesitant yes. What would keep you from selling it? Understood. Okay. I talk too fast. All right. I have your name as Ahmad. Is that correct? So, Ahmad, just a couple more quick questions. I'm not going to keep you on here forever. Is this a primary residence, second home, or investment property? Primary. Okay. And why do you want to sell? Sounds to me like you've already moved. Am I correct? For work or something? Okay. Never tell anybody that. Yeah. It's amazing that people. So let me ask you this $100 million question. In your opinion, and I'm probably going to agree with you, okay? In your opinion, why isn't it sold yet? Not what everybody's telling you, okay? And I believe this. I believe the person that lives in that house knows that house better than anybody, period. That's why I asked the question. Understood. How's that even possible? She knew? Was she new? Is what it is. So let me ask you this, okay? If my partner and it's mostly my partner, I stay on the phone, okay? If my partner and I could show you a plan, okay, that would result in a 102-day guaranteed sale at a price you agree to, would you be willing to give up some time to see the plan? I agree with you. Can I ask you a question? Well, that's what it has offered you. Okay. A massive action plan that would result in a 102-day guaranteed sale at a price you agree to. If you see a plan, what's the difference? It's all sales. I'm calling on behalf of Exit Realty, just in case, I mean, just to be clear, sounds to me like you want to put it on the market and have this thing sell, correct? Okay. That's what, understood. Well, let me ask a more simple question. If you could meet with somebody that was going to do this the right way, I mean the absolute right way, would you want to meet with somebody that was going to do it the right way? Okay. So what's a good time? Today or tomorrow or Saturday? I agree with you. Understood. So when Ahmad. Just to start with. I agree. Ahmad. I agree with you. Sold. Yeah. Started the jibber jabber. I'm gonna call him right back. This guy absolutely has to sell. So, Ahmad, can I ask you a question? I agree with you, and I understand. Ahmad, can I ask you a question? I got a question. Ahmad. Ahmad. Awesome. I'll call you from another one. Can I ask you a question? Okay. So one, I'm 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 not yelling at you. What? It's awesome. Now, can I ask you a question? And I agree with you. I'm terrible. I'm horrible. I'm an evil person, but I want to ask you a question. Fair enough? I am 100% a big fan of Sugar Ray Leonard, who says he knew he won the fight. I'm a biggest punk ever. You're the man. You're the alpha. Can it now? Can we agree on that? You are absolutely, your way of doing things is correct. Your way is the way. Now, can I ask you a question? So we got all that out of the way, right? Okay. So the bottom line is this. Okay. I'm sure you can tell I've done this a couple times. This particular type of call. Would you? Understood. Now, can I ask you a question? I want to get to where I can help you. Okay. If I can't help you, if you don't think I can help you, then nothing's going to go anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now, but I do want to make just clarity, right? So, would you venture to say this? Okay. The person who pushes is probably going to get something done over the person who does nothing. Would you agree with that general statement? Okay. You probably think I'm a dick, correct? And you're not going to offend me. I am 100%, okay, the biggest dick anybody's ever met in certain aspects, and also the biggest idiot in the world, sap that gets taken advantage of in other aspects. Okay. Self-proclaimed dick of all dicks. Okay. But here's the good news for you. You would never have to deal with me anyway. You cut in right in the middle of what I was saying, and I might be the only guy that can help you. Now, can I tell you why and actually we might be the only people to help you? Okay. Can I tell you? Okay. Number one, sales has changed forever. Okay. Forever. And excuse me, fighting a cold. The number one thing you need to sell a house, okay? It's actually very simple. You don't just dump it on the MLS anymore and it sells. You used to be able to do it, I'll be honest. The number one thing of importance is quality photos. It doesn't mean a lot of money. Oftentimes you're better off spending less than putting stuff out there that does not tell the story of the house, right? And then number two, you got to write a description that actually captures attention, and it's all in the first sentence. You got to write it like a tweet, okay? That's it. If you cannot grab their attention with the photos and grab their attention with the first sentence, it's all over but the shoot and match. And that first sentence has to sell lifestyle in a very direct manner, or it's all over. All things else considered. Now, I guess you could luck out, but this is marketing and sales 101, anything to do with real estate. Photos that tell a story and the first sentence of a description that sells a lifestyle. I don't care if it's Maui, okay, or a crack house in DC. It's no different. Would you agree or disagree? Okay. So that's it. That's a starting, and nobody talks about it at all. Nobody discusses that the photos have to tell a story. Now, here's the other thing, and this is where it starts, okay? The best way to tell the story is to listen to the homeowner. Why? Because the person that buys your house is probably going to buy it for 85 to 95% of the same reasons you did, correct? All you're trying to do is find another you, in essence. Is that correct? Okay. Then everything else, okay, all of it, all needs to be thrown out, okay, and just start from that principle. Sit down and listen to the homeowner. Now, you may think I'm the biggest dick ever, but you can tell with certainly my voice, I know what I'm saying is correct. Correct? Understood. So we agree on that. Okay. Is going to do what? What matters to you above anything? With under those, getting it sold. Okay. So if my partner can come by, Margaret, and meet with you, okay, and show you, that's what I'm telling, I mean, whatever, yeah. Guaranteed sales sounds great, whatever it is, awesome. The whole point is there's a plan, okay? She's going to show you an actual plan to sell the house. If it works, if you like it, steal it, give it to the next agent. It can't hurt anybody to see something that may or may not work. Would you agree? Okay, and I can, you don't know me, you don't have to meet with me. That's the greatest part of this, okay? I work behind the scenes with the phone part. That's the animal part. That is the nasty little business of just hammering through a bunch of people and see which one sticks. You know the reason I called you back? Because I am at such an elite level at this part of it, okay? And it's not a pride thing. I just have, I got my 10,000 hours in, okay? And this part of it, I can tell you absolutely 100% want to sell this house. Now, I'm going to tell you this too. You need to be extremely careful who you deal with, because if the wrong person picks up on that, you're going to lose some money, my friend. Will it be a lot of money? No, but you know, a good agent can get you an extra 1 or 2%. And when you're talking about a house in this price range, no. It is what it is. And I'm not going to get into what's charged and not charged and all that. It doesn't fluctuate much. It really doesn't, statistically. I'm saying an extra 1 or 2% on a $945,000 house, that's a decent amount of money. Okay. Are they going to get you an extra 10%, all this craziness? No. Maybe they get you absolutely no more than you're going to get anyway. Okay. It's all based on a lot of different factors, but the number one factor is this, okay? You've got to get people's attention with the marketing of the house. And it's just a lot different than it used to be how to go about that, correct? All right, one of the things she's going to show you, okay, and we're with Exit Realty, is some mobile tools, okay? Things that actually, and I'll be honest, a lot of things agents will show you may or may not sell the house. I mean, try everything. One of the things she's going to show you, okay, I believe will actually help sell at least some of the houses, okay? It may not be a factor. You never know what's going to be the main factor, but you got one extra thing nobody else has, maybe you win, right? Okay. So what's a good time for you to meet with her? I understand. I agree with you. So besides that, what's keeping you from meeting with her? The time and when's not as important as making this happen. So besides discussing with your wife, is anything else that would keep you from giving her 10, 15 minutes? Throw her out. Give her 10 or 15 minutes. Throw her out. If you hate it, throw her out. We're talking about 10, 15 minutes. Everybody has 10 or 15 minutes, and it may be the best 10 or 15 minutes. It may turn into an hour. That's up to you and her, okay? So if those 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or hour translates into a sale so you can move on with your life, that would be the best hour you ever spent in your life, correct? And you'll tell everybody about the guy. Understood? Understood. Can I ask you a question? Do you believe do you believe today is the day, seize the day? Do you believe in that? There's probably a buyer or two or three that's going to roll through and eventually buy your house. And that's all you're trying to find. Sift and sort through the mess and find three people that may even be viable, right? Maybe it's five, maybe it's one, okay? You have no idea when that person's going to roll through town, correct? Fight for every inch. People assume things don't sell during the holidays. Stuff sells all the time. What you have, I understood what you have in your brain, and it may be the holidays may not, you know, I don't know. Some people, the holidays is the best time to go out and look at something like this. They got time, right? So what if you're a person that eventually buys this house is one of those people that on January 1st is got to, or 2nd's got to fly out of town for 2 weeks on a business trip, but has a couple days here to do what they need to do. You have no idea, do you? Okay. Anything else is guessing. And I've learned the hard way through any type of sales, marketing, persuasion. Aristotle, no one's ever going to beat Aristotle. He called it rhetoric. Who cares what it's called? It's called persuading people to do something, hopefully for everybody to win, or at least me to win, right? Or you to win, and hopefully everybody wins. But I got to get a win, and you need a win, correct? Okay. With that said, what's keeping you from giving her, and I understand your wife's, if you go to your wife and say, look, I want to give this lady 10 minutes based on the fact that this guy called me and was aggressive, which is a good start, right? I can tell he actually knows what he's talking about, okay? He may be a dick or a slick sales guy or whatever, but he admitted it, okay? He actually, once I got talking with him, was a very reasonable, rational guy, okay? And it seems like they may have some things that will actually help sell this house, okay? And he kept going, just kept going, right? She's going to go with what you want to do. Would she care whether you meet with somebody? You're not going to meet with just one person. You're going to probably meet with 3 to 5, correct? Okay. You're going to put it on January 2nd. You've already told me that. um, Not as important as it used to be. People still look at, would you say more people look at Zillow than anything else nowadays? That does not, that never resets. No, the Zillow, it never resets. Okay, and I'm not saying that, okay? Maybe you should wait, maybe you shouldn't. What, you want a professional opinion on that? Whether it's better to wait or not? Okay, here, I understand it. And here's what here's what I'm hearing from you. You're not ready to commit to listing the house today, tomorrow, anytime soon. I'm not asking you to list the house. I'm asking you to have a conversation with Margaret, okay? Sooner than later, okay? And you're either going to like her or you're not, correct? Why not do it now? No one's saying you got to put it back up. You may decide to use her, sign the listing agreement with her, and still tell her not to put it back up. You may make her wait. You may never use her. None of us know what we're going to do. I do know this. You need to sell this house, and the best time to be on the market is when nobody else is. It's already technically ended. Once it gets terminated, it's free game, okay? And if you want to use somebody else, you can. Now you got to figure out the details of that and all that. I don't get into that over the phone. That is the least of your worries, okay? You've already decided you're not using that agent, and that agent, I'm sure if it's a family friend, doesn't want to end up losing the friendship or the acquaintance or whatever. Would you agree? And honestly, that call is probably usually best from another agent. That way it's not awkward. Sound like right? It's your best way out of it. You don't like confrontation, I can tell. That's why you can't stand me. Although you don't know me. If we were sitting at a bar, we'd probably be hanging out having fun. 8 to 8, I'm a savage beast warrior. I piss a lot of people off. I tell you what, I get things done, right? I may be the person that finds a buyer for you. I bet you I find them for anybody else doing all the calls I do, right? Anything's possible. So with that said, okay, let's just set up a time. It doesn't have to be tomorrow or Saturday. It could even be Monday. What do you have to lose? Oh, she's gonna come by. Nothing good, nothing good of merit. If something comes up, text me and I'll tell her not to come. Agreed. Now, can I ask you this? This is my cell phone number. I want to ask you this, and you can do. We have crossed the Red Sea compared to where we were. Okay, and look, I want to see people succeed. I don't want to see you lose money on this house. Okay, it's just ridiculous the stuff. And I'm not sitting here. I'm all about positivity. Okay, but I tell you this: if there's one thing I believe in life, okay, it's that people work their butts off to be able to afford a house like this. Okay, and it's your money. You work for it, right? Who am I if I'm a professional in something? Who am I to do a shoddy job, okay, and possibly cost somebody some money? And look, you're already behind the 8 ball. You know, you took it down once. It doesn't look that great, right? You can't afford to make a second mistake. I mean, you know that much, correct? So why don't we set a time, okay? And if you don't want to do it, just text out of it. You'll do it. You know why I know you'll do it? I know what you want. You don't like making decisions, but this isn't, you're not buying anything, okay? You're not committing to anything other than the 10 or 15-minute conversation. That we've agreed on that, okay? The only thing is it better to set a time now and adjust it or cancel it if need be, or text me back or whatever it is? I find it's usually better to have something ready to go, and you can adjust it if you need to. How about this? How about we set a time on Monday and I will call you Sunday evening or Saturday evening or whatever and confirm it. All right. So what time do you think? And again, if it doesn't, look, 33% chance the first time we pick works out. Okay. Based on a lot of moving parts, right? Nobody wants to meet unless your wife's going to be there. That's just crazy. So Margaret doesn't want to go over there if your wife, she has no chance, right? So she wants your wife to be there more than you do. Okay. From her perspective, you want your wife there. Your wife wants to be there. So got to make 3 people's schedules work. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. So if it was going to be the best time for you on Monday, what time should we put? And then I will call you Sunday evening, okay? Sunday afternoon. All right. You want me to text you or call you? All right. So 510-209-5585 is your best number. All right. So two o'clock on Monday. You're shocked. You actually are starting to like me, aren't you? Yeah, but you know what? You can be, I fight it. You could be an alpha hard charging male and still have some finesse to things, right? It's a fine line. Monday. What am I supposed to do? Be the beta and give up on myself as far as who I'm created to be? You got some alpha in you. You hung up on me. You hate it. You hate conflict, I can tell. I tell you, what she's going to show you is a massive action plan. And massive action isn't a bunch of things. And I think I'm the only guy that teaches this, okay? Like I can go at what I'm doing, my task with small energy and have small results, okay? I could get more done in one day. I'm not saying only work one day, but one day of actually generating some energy into something, some enthusiasm, right? Those tasks are going to be done at a higher level than not. So massive means just a massive amount of energy into the right things. It doesn't mean doing a million things. It means a massive amount of energy into the right things. And whether it's sales, marketing, or any of it, it's such a quagmire today. You got to simplify and just put your energy into a couple things at work. I'm telling you, there's no doubt about it. All right, so shoot for tentatively for 2 o'clock. I don't write this down right. I know you probably got to go. I'll mess this up. Give me one more second. All right, so what, text you at like maybe 3 o'clock on Sunday? All right, it'll be from this number. This is my cell number. Awesome. I appreciate it, Ahmad. Have a great rest of your night. My name is Wimpy. It's just a Wimpasegger. It's a last name, nickname. Helps people remember me. All right. Awesome. Have a great night. Appreciate you. And thanks for your time. All right. Bye. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.